Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for coming to the Zoom today. My topic is floral handles on Shelley China. I first gave this talk at our NSCC conference in Alaska in 2023, and since that time, I've been able to update it with new information. No doubt all of you have seen Shelley with floral handles, and perhaps you even own a few examples. I own only 2 cups and saucers with floral handles, and they're special to me because I bought them from Marie and Warren Leonard's estate. They always remind me of our dear friends. You're probably all aware of how much I love flowers. So many of my articles in the magazine are about flowers, and that's really how I fell in love with Shelley China. But the floral handles are very special. Shelley introduced them in July 1932, and by June of 1933, they stopped, a short 11 months. Floral handles were put onto both the dainty shape and the Queen Anne shape, and the pattern books refer to them as floral dainty or floral Queen Anne to differentiate them from patterns with plain handles. The first pattern Shelley introduced was an all-white dainty pattern with a handle done in pink and blue flowers. The floral handle dainty flowers look like primroses, while the Queen Anne floral handles are tulips, but we'll get to those in a while. The next 2 patterns look like the first, but they change the color of the flowers on the handles, coral and yellow. Then Shelley added a little decoration to the edge of the cups and saucers with a complementary green trim. There were 4 colors for the floral handles, but all 4 had green trim. One with blue flowers, another with pink, one with yellow, and the 4th with coral. The yellow and the coral cups and saucers are the ones that I got from Marie and Warren's estate. I'm so happy to have them in my collection. There were even all-white floral dainty, as this tall dainty cup and saucer and creamer illustrate. At one of the Florida regionals, Ken McLaughlin had this dainty white Regency cup and saucer with a floral handle and gold trim. Now that's unusual. Then Shelley took advantage of the popularity of their paneled dainty patterns and introduced 6 colors of paneled dainty with floral handles as pattern 11993. It was done in pink, green, French gray that looks like lavender, new water green, orange, and blue. Each version had a floral handle that complemented the color of the panels. These patterns must have been very popular because entire tea and coffee sets were introduced in them. Here are a yellow coffee set and a pink tea set, and a green tea set with a cake plate included. Thanks to Irene and Marcus Shelley for this beautiful picture. I just had to show you these darling examples of green paneled Shelley with floral handles. This tiny teapot and hot water pot sold on eBay for a lot of money. The teapot is 4 inches tall and the hot water pot is 4 3/4 inches tall. They're 1-cup pots. We don't have an example of a blue paneled floral dainty tea set, but given this teapot, no doubt sets were made. Shelley advertised floral dainty in their 1932 brochure, That Touch of Individuality. The brochure illustrates 4 different colors of panels with floral handles and had this to say about them, quote, "The nicest people, those who never really grow old, feel keenly the magic of Shelley china. It has the freshness of a spring morning, the apparent artlessness which is the result of great art. It is the reigning favorite in Vanity Fair because it has caught so much of the lively spirit of the age." I think they were talking about all of us, don't you? The next patterns put floral handles onto designs with flowers, such as this one in pink and a similar pattern in orange, which looks like yellow. The same design was done in coral and also in blue, but we don't have examples of them. Rochelle Hart owns a dessert set in the pink colorway. It's gorgeous. Her wish is to find a matching teapot. This next pattern featured blue flowers with blue shading on the edge of the wear and green shading in the center, and a floral handle with blue flowers. There was even a variation with a pink floral handle. In the pattern books for this pattern, there's only one image, primrose, and no other variations are listed. And there's no mention of a floral handle. Yet here we have examples of two dainty-shaped creamers with different scenes, and each has a floral handle. On the left is /F daffodil with a yellow floral handle, and on the right /L bluebells and hollyhocks in pink with a pink and blue floral handle. Perhaps there are more variations. Then Shelley added floral handles to two of their popular scattered rose patterns. When I gave this talk in Alaska, I had only ever seen examples in these two colors, blue and green. They're the only two scattered rose patterns with floral handles that are mentioned in the pattern book, and I had never seen another. But lo and behold, recently a pink version with a pattern number of 12028/P for pink showed up on the internet. It's so pretty. Toward the end of the short life of Dainty Floral, 3 more patterns were added, one with pink daisies and a pink floral handle, another with yellow, and a third with blue. Here the daisies are shown along the border and they're cut in half. Then I found this unusual example of a pink teapot. It's stunning, don't you think? At one of our Zoom meetings, we met the lucky lady who owns this gem. She said she got it for a very reasonable price. How lucky is that? The last dainty floral is one we don't have an example of. It has a pink ground on the outside of the cup and saucer, with roses from the scattered rose pattern on the inside of the cup, a gold edge, and a pink floral handle. It must be beautiful, so we show you the pattern book image. The last dainty floral was entered in the pattern books on February 18, 1933, just 7 months since the first dainty floral was introduced. Then we have an example of a dainty floral that's not listed in the pattern books. It may have been decorated out of factory, but no doubt by a skilled artist. The floral handle looks exactly as all our other examples of dainty floral, so chances are it was factory decorated. We don't have the back stamp or a pattern number. Perhaps we'll never know if it was a prototype or something done by someone outside the factory. Our final example of dainty floral is pattern 078, Balloon Tree. It's an ideal China pattern made for the Canadian market, entered against the Oxford shape, as can be seen in the lower right-hand corner. The pattern book does not mention the dainty shape, nor a floral handle. Yet here we have a partial coffee set in the dainty shape with a blue floral handle. The back stamp clearly says 078. From Kurt Leiser's archive, we have an example with a yellow floral handle. These are further examples of an additional shape a pattern was put onto that the pattern books do not mention. So now we turn our attention to Floral Queen Anne. The first pattern in the pattern books was entered on December 15, 1932. The pink colorway is absolutely stunning. As mentioned before, the floral handle used for Queen Anne is a tulip. There are 6 more colors in that same pattern. The first 3 are green with a yellow tulip, French gray with a pink tulip, and Turkish blue with a pink tulip. And then we have black with a yellow tulip, orange with a green tulip, and new water green with a pink tulip. These patterns must have been popular because we see them more frequently than other floral Queen Annes. The next series of patterns is striking indeed. Shelley featured colored panels alternating with panels of violets on pattern 12121. There are 4 variations: pink with a pink tulip, blue with a pink tulip, and green with pink, and yellow with pink. A series of all 4 was listed on eBay some time ago. I never saw what the final bid was, but I can imagine it was pricey. These violet floral handles are very uncommon. The last floral Queen Anne pattern was entered into the pattern books on June 10, 1933, so there was only a 6-month period for the Queen Anne patterns. Of course, they might have been manufactured after that time, but we know the production period was very short. We don't have an example on the wear of this last pattern. It used the fruit print from an earlier pattern and added a floral handle. The image in the pattern book shows it with a ground color of mauve and a coral floral handle, which is very pretty. Similar to the all-white floral dainty, Floral Queen Anne was also done in white. This example is trimmed in gold, which has come to be called Regency, similar to the dainty-shaped floral handled Regency we saw earlier. There's no entry in the pattern books for this white example of Floral Queen Anne. Perhaps now I'm going to surprise you with numerous examples of floral dainty and Floral Queen Anne on seconds wear. As you know, seconds wear came about when a defect was discovered in the whiteware stage, so the ware was set aside until such time as it might be decorated inexpensively and offered for sale at a lower price than best wear. Shelley marked all its seconds wear after 1919 with a 4-digit number beginning with the number 2. Oftentimes, it's very difficult to discover what the defect might have been, as the decoration often covers the defect. The first example we have is Style and Roses, and the others followed shortly thereafter, Lake and Balcony, and Dauphinian and Stream on both Dainty and Queen Anne. Next we have Japonica on Dainty and Poppy and Style on Tall Dainty. Primrose appeared on a seconds pattern with a lovely deep blue edge trim. We have examples on a coffee pot and a tall dainty cup and saucer. And then in the lower right, we have Iris and Stream on a floral dainty teacup. This floral dainty is marked 12001 in the photo archive assembled by the late Kurt Leiser, but the pattern book image for that number is the same as the primrose that we just saw. Is Kurt's photo mismarked? Is it a seconds wear pattern? Or is it a variation that's not mentioned in the pattern book? There's no back stamp with Kurt's photo, so we have no way of knowing, but it's one more example of a floral dainty. Then we have more seconds wear, Crocus on both Queen Anne and Dainty, and Dog Rose and Field on Dainty. Then we have this gorgeous pink harebell pattern on a dainty tea set and on a tall dainty coffee cup and saucer. We have to wonder if a floral dainty coffee pot exists. Let's keep looking. A number of Floral Queen Anne's patterns followed: Narcissus, Acacia, Syringa, and Morning Glory. More Floral Queen Anne's are Phlox, Narcissus, Poppy, and Acacia. Just an aside, patterns 2177 and 2197 Narcissus look the same. In the pattern books, the only difference is in the handle. One has a stroke handle and the other a half solid handle, but since the floral handle has neither, both patterns look the same. Finally, we have Lilac on Tall Dainty, Jasmine on Tall Dainty, Violet on a Queen Anne creamer, and Daisy on Tall Dainty. It's a veritable garden of many different flowers, rather like an English country garden. Why are there so many seconds wear examples? Here are a couple possible answers. As with any wares, there are always misfirings in the kiln, and no doubt that was true for Floral Handled Shelley. Another possible answer is that the floral handle might have been unpopular because it was difficult to hold, similar to the Vogue and Mode handles, which came into being at the same time. Perhaps more floral handle whiteware was made than could be sold at full price, so they ended up decorating it with inexpensive transfers and selling it as seconds wear. There must have been a reason why the production period for floral handles was so brief, and why there's so little of it in circulation today. There was one specials pattern made with a floral handle, 717, for sugars and creamers. It featured a ground color on the outside of the cup and saucer with a floral handle. The image in the pattern book shows a green color with a pink floral handle, but this description implies it could be ordered in other colors. I've never seen an example on the ware. Our final example of floral handles is this most amazing Maytime chintz dainty shaped cup and saucer with pink floral handles. Can you imagine the skill of the decorator who cut the transfer to fit all the ins and outs of the dainty shape? Then to add the floral handles and finials? Note the intricacy of the decoration on the handle. It's far more detailed than the flowers on other floral handles, and it exactly matches the Maytime chintz litho. It's marked with pattern 0105, which is an ideal China pattern for the Canadian market. The pattern book doesn't mention either the dainty shape or a floral handle, but here it is. This example is courtesy of Ken McLaughlin with a photo by Mike Smith. This gorgeous tea set with an extra coffee pot belongs to a collector in Australia. I don't know if another example of a Maytime chintz on dainty with floral handles tea set exists anywhere. Lucky indeed is this Aussie collector. Several tall dainty with floral handle coffee cups are known to exist in the USA. What if 6 of them were put together with the floral dainty coffee pot from Australia? Voila, we'd have a coffee set. Nice to contemplate, but at this time, it's not known to exist. The forget-me-not flower is the state flower of Alaska, and when I gave this talk at the Alaska conference, I wanted to thank Rochelle for her work on the conference. Knowing how much she loves Alaska and its state flower, I made up this hypothetical example of a floral dainty in the forget-me-not pattern. It was never made by Shelley. This photo I made in Photoshop. So here's a forget-me-not cup and saucer with a floral handle for Rochelle. Several people helped me by sending photos from their collections. I'd like to thank Bruce Sandy, Rochelle Hart, Bruce Till, Ivy Guan, Irene and Marcus Shelley, Mike Smith, Ken McLaughlin, and Peter Perazzo. A special thank you to the late Kurt Leiser for his photo archive. And here's a list of my sources as well. All pattern book images are reproduced courtesy of Stoke-on-Trent Archives. Thank you all for listening today. So thank you. So if anybody has any examples that you'd like to show of floral handles, or we can also open it up to any recent finds or anything that you want to show us today. So raise your hand and I guess Lyle will call on you.
Like I said, well, I was saying, I'm sitting at Rochelle's house, so everything I'm showing is just stuff she's throwing over here. So I believe these two guys were in the talk. So
Beautiful.
the blue, what are they?
What are they?
Yeah.
Dainty shaped scattered rose. I need a saucer for the green one.
Yep, there's those.
That and that.
What do you got?
Those two.
Oh. Okay. What are you doing?
There.
Oh,
so you can see everybody.
Oh, right. Okay. So there's this Queen Anne trio, right? A creamer.
Oh, that's pretty.
See? Yay.
What's the pattern number on that? Can you tell me?
2223.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
And just a special plug, if you have the Queen Anne that's black and white, she needs it. She's going to make a list of her fantasy Shelley purchases, and that's going to be on there.
Okay, Roxanne, we'll look for you.
Yeah, it's anything black and white. I will spend all of my husband's money. Thank you. Shell's still digging for stuff.
Oh, I got more. That's fine. Let somebody else go.
Okay. Well, she has that beautiful tea set or dessert set that I showed, the one with the pink flowers.
Yes, I need the teapot. Thanks.
She would like the teapot. Yes, it's down in the cupboard. I can see it.
I've never seen a teapot, so we'll keep looking.
Thank you.
So, Therese, I see you've raised your hand.
Yes. Yes, I've got a couple of examples. Just check, can people see I've got the...
Oh, that's beautiful.
I've got I've also got the blue handle with the scattered roses in a trio.
Oh.
And I've got a very special little Maytime tall dainty, which is this is my fantasy wish list, the teapot, which I know exists in several collections. And this one's very special because it came from the US by surprise. So thanks to Lynn, this arrived unexpectedly after my Maytime talk earlier this year. So it's a very special piece.
They're beautiful.
So those are my only examples.
Brian, go
Oh,
ahead,
hi,
Brian.
Carolyn. Hi, Carolyn.
Hi.
I'm away from... Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry I'm away from home at the moment, so I couldn't bring actual examples with me and entrust them to a budget airline. But I have brought some photographs. I have principally a dainty white collection. So this plain cup, other than the colour on the handle, the cup and saucer is completely white.
It's beautiful.
I then, on eBay, found 5 of these together with a milk jug. I sold 4 of these off, which funded the purchase of the next ones. That was the jug, incidentally, that came with it.
Nice.
I then acquired the more common green and white one with the yellow flowers. Then came the blue, which came from a fellow Shelley collector. That was followed by the yellow one. And finally, the pink. None
Those
of
are
the
beautiful.
none of the fancy patterns that you illustrated. I'd love to get my hands on some of those, but that's just the start. I'm looking for the purple one in that coloured panel style.
They make a beautiful collection.
They look well. They stand out well amongst a otherwise white cabinet.
I imagine.
So yes, that's my contribution.
Julie Stevenson has her hand raised.
Hi everyone, and thank you, Carolyn, for a fantastic presentation. I've got also one of the white ones with the pink handle 11991, and as Brian says, I think probably the most common one. There must have been so many of these made. The apple green star 11993. And I've got one, I'm not sure if I misheard the pattern number, Carolyn, because mine seems to be slightly different. So it's this one, that was quite early in your presentation with the orange flowers. The pattern number I've on it is 12013.
Okay.
And I thought I saw 12016 on the screen. Did I misread that?
I don't know how to go back to my program right now, but you know what? If you would send me a picture of that,
Yeah,
and I will check mine and I'll be in touch with you to let you know what number is on the example that I showed.
Great, lovely.
Yes, thank you so much. That's great.
Those are my 3. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. We've got the Queen Anne with the tulip
Oh,
on
pretty.
a jug. No pattern on the other side because it's a seconds. 2 ones, looks like a 6-4. And we've also got just a cup and saucer with that as well.
Oh, wow.
This cup and the saucer. But it's a seconds.
Yes, you can see the grey transfer with and just the green, blue, and pink
tulips,
Okay,
hand painted
crocus,
colours.
I believe.
It's reduced colours.
Shouldn't hold it by the handle, should I? There you go, so you can see it properly. Yes, very, very, very simple.
Very pretty.
And absolutely nothing on the back, and just a very, very pale green trim, Carolyn.
Yes.
And that one. There you go.
They're lovely.
Yeah.
I think they're lovely on the seconds wear. I'm a big fan of seconds wear myself. There's so many different flowers that they used for seconds wear. So I I love them.
The only thing is, I always thought the seconds wear always had a little butterfly on somewhere, but there's no
Not
butterfly on
necessarily.
these.
Sometimes, but not necessarily.
Yeah, so there you go. I
Well,
thought we had a dainty somewhere, but John can't find it. So, yeah.
Well, I guess I could show the actual examples I have that were Marie's and Warren's. That's the all white with the yellow, and then I have well, actually with green trim, excuse me. And this is the one with the coral flowers. So
Yeah.
those are very special, at
Yeah.
a special place. Does anybody else have examples of the flower handles, or maybe something else you'd like to share with us? Jeffrey, you were showing Lyle and me something earlier that maybe you'd like to show us, to the whole group.
Jeff, did you want to show us your scenic?
Okay,
There we go.
this is Browns Mountain, Australia, which is west of Eden down the south coast. And Robin was telling me that her and Barry had been there by caravan or something many, many years ago, on a rough road. And I only picked this up on Thursday from someone in the Shelley group in Brisbane who put me on, found it on Facebook, and it didn't cost me much, but it's very nice forest sort of a scene. There's about 3 scenes around Browns Mountain, and this is one I actually hadn't seen, so I'm counting this as a new scene in my collection. And it's a very elegant vase, and I'm very, very happy indeed to have it as my latest acquisition.
Oh, it's beautiful. Well done.
Very nice.
I was just going to say, I'm afraid they didn't do any floral handles on Harmony, so I haven't got anything to show.
I don't think they did.
No.
Helen?
Yeah, hi. I loved your talk, Carolyn. It was fabulous. Thank you very much. It's great to have such well-researched talk. And look, you never know on the Harmony. Something might be out there.
They did all sorts of things.
Yeah. Because they did also, I thought you might mention, Carolyn, there's a floral handle on Vogue. Have you seen that?
Oh, I do remember that now. I had forgotten all about it. Bruce had an example, right?
I think he'll have a photo of it.
Yes.
I believe it's in Gary Hoare's collection.
Oh, I've forgotten all about that. Thank you
Yeah.
for reminding me.
Yeah.
That was very unusual. There's only the one example anyone's ever seen, right?
That's as far as I know, it's the only one that's been seen. But,
Yeah. Thank
unless
you.
Bruce Till would be the person to know if there's another one around. But
No,
anyway,
I only
thank
know
you for
of
the
the
talk.
No, I only know of the one, which I think is in the back of Rick's book, the handbook from Rick.
Right.
I didn't know that Gary had it originally, so yeah, that's the only one I know of.
Wow, that's something.
I've got a plain. I'm not home with, or I'm not where my Shelley's kept, but I have a white teapot, a dainty white teapot with the floral handle, and I guess it may have been a blank. I don't know, but it's it's still glazed and everything. And I also have a one teapot with the sugar and creamer in the harebell. And I've got a photograph of it, but I don't know whether it's very small, so I don't know whether you'll be able to see that or not. Can you see it? No.
Carmen, could you hold it
up a little
closer to
higher.
your camera?
Yeah.
Yes. Are you able to see it? It's pretty small, so you probably can't see it.
Raise it up.
Up.
A little higher. There, a little higher. There you go.
Higher.
That's good.
Perfect. Yes.
Beautiful. Carmen, I don't know if you have my email, but I would love to see a photo of your all white dainty teapot with the floral handle. That would be beautiful. So
yes, I'll send it to you. What's your email?
Well, it's my name, Carolyn Keating, with the number 3 at gmail.com.
Uh-huh.
So that should reach me.
Okay, I'll definitely send it to you. I'm just
Thank
not,
you.
I keep my Shelley at another place where it's more accessible for everybody to visit. And as soon as I'm there, I'll send it to you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's great. And I'll need to add that Vogue cup and saucer as well. Oh, when
Here's
you
that
have,
pink set. I dug it out. This is the one that needs the teapot. Rock's
oh,
got the slop bowl and the milk jug.
that's
And
really,
there's 6 cup and saucers and a cake plate, which doesn't obviously have a floral handle, but yeah. It's just super fantastic. People should come back to Alaska for tea.
Olwen, did you
Olwen, I think.
have something?
Yeah, I've got a couple of jugs. That's the coral with
Mhm.
the green trim. And I've also got I think it looks turquoisey rather than blue. So is it that green? What was the name of the green one?
I think it's called New Water Green.
New Water Green, I think this one is then. But the panels are lustered between the greeny blue. It's not just plain white. They're sort of lustered.
Gosh.
Whereas the others, that one is just plain white. That one's just got plain white, but this one has luster panel.
Interesting.
That's my two.
Thank you.
The luster panel one is numbered 11993.
Mhm. Well, thank you so much. Does anyone else have something they'd like to share? Oh, Julie?
Yes, Carolyn. It was just to say I just happened to have Rick's book to hand. So there's that Vogue with the floral handle.
So unusual.
I think somebody, and it certainly isn't me, had the Vogue with a fruit handle. I know we're only talking about florals, but there was one I've seen with the fruit. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Can't remember if I've seen that or not.
That seems more familiar, doesn't it? The fruit handle. But I've never seen or haven't seen one lately.
No, I think they're all, I don't think they made a whole lot of them, so hard to come by.
Funny.